To Weather Woman 101, and on this episode, we will be talking about weather and natural causes of air pollution.
Today we will be interviewing a few pedestrians to see what they think on air pollution.
Take on air pollution.
Air pollution is very serious. We need as a country to stop reducing the amount of pollution we're producing.
Okay, what are some dangers of this air pollution?
Well, global warming is the first one. I mean, right now we know that the temperatures around the world are going up, and it's largely due to the air pollution that we're producing. There's all kinds of other reasons, but that to me is the most obvious one.
So how does this air pollution and how does cold weather affect you right now?
How does the cold weather affect me? I just find it very annoying, and I can't wait for it to be gone. What was the other part?
How does the air pollution affect you?
Oh, it doesn't really affect us on a day-to-day basis. It's something that our future generations are going to have to deal with. As the temperature continues to climb, of course, we might see a time where a 120-degree day in the summertime will be typical.
What is your solution for air pollution and how could you get rid of it yourself?
Well, there's a bunch of things we can do as individuals. We can drive a bicycle instead of driving an SUV. We can recycle more. In other words, anything that we can do to try to stop using so much fossil fuel is a good start. The less oil we use, the less gasoline we use, the less global warming there's going to be.
What is your take on air pollution or some dangers?
It can be very dangerous. Around here we have it pretty good. We don't live in very urban areas, but in the very dense populations, there's a lot of cars driving around. The air can be very polluted and it can be damaging to people's health.
How does cold weather affect you?
It makes me very sad, because I don't like when it's cold. I don't mind the cold that bad, other than when the roads get slippery due to snow and ice. That makes it very dangerous to drive.
Take on air pollution.
Air pollution is anytime that we're putting foreign particles into the air. Anytime that we burn fossil fuels, we're going to increase air pollution. Anytime that we have bonfires, we're increasing air pollution. The larger our population gets and the more industrialized we get, we're going to create more air pollution.
Right, and what is the solution for some of this air pollution?
Some of it is going to be carpooling, traveling less, taking the bus. Some of it's going to be better technologies, so we have cleaner fuels. Some of it's going to be better filtration systems so that less of the pollution's getting into the air.
And what are some of the long-term dangers that can happen from air pollution?
Well, some of the long-term dangers are going to be acid rain, smog. People with respiratory or autoimmune diseases are going to have trouble breathing. We already have SARS epidemics. We have children that have respiratory issues that on certain days when they're in places like LA or Tokyo can't go outside. Long term, it's going to affect all of us. We breathe the air, and the more pollution we put in the air, the harder it is for the rest of us to breathe.
And how does the air pollution, or if it doesn't, how does the cold weather affect you?
When you have colder air, you have more dense air, which means if we're putting more particles in the air, they're going to be staying closer to the surface, which means that we're going to be breathing in more of those particles than we do during our warm summer months. So the more pollution we're putting in the air during the cold months, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult.
What is your take on air pollution, or what are some dangers?
People dying.
What are some causes of air pollution?
Factories and non-electric cars.
What is the solution for this air pollution?
People should get electric cars and factories should find a way to stop making air pollution.
Last night's radar held heavy snow and rain. Although the weather has been rough, on nicer days it's very fun to relax and have fun in the snow.
As you can see from my scientific calculation, we will all be dead in about 1 million years from air pollution.
When we get back, we will be talking about weather and air pollution.
Soap, is it a cause of air pollution? These poor fish will die if we do not do something about pollution.
And we're back!
To Weather Woman 101. Now we're going to talk about how you can have fun indoors if you don't want to go outdoors.
And when you don't want to go outside on the colder days, you can also have so much fun inside playing around. Even if you can't go outside, you can still have fun inside. Even though it's cold outside, you can still have fun inside. You can even make up games with your friends. And you can even chat with friends. What is your favorite weather?
My favorite weather would be when it's sunny out and warm because I love summertime.
Do you trust the news?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I guess it just depends.
Do you get sunburned easily?
Yes, I get sunburned very easily, so you have to make sure that I wear my sunscreen and get it everywhere so I don't get sunburned.
Does weather affect any of your hobbies?
Yes, if like it's raining in the summertime, because I like to play fast pitch outside, so that's a big issue if it's raining that you can't do that.
Is the weather a good topic for small talk?
Yes, I think the weather's a good topic for small talk if you're just trying to start a conversation. It's a good topic to talk about.